What's going on, guys? MariK here, back with another random ass video to celebrate Pokemon Day. We decided we were going to go ahead and do one of these quote unquote ultimate favorite Pokemon graph. I don't know what to call it. It's a chart. It's kind of like doing a tier list, except not quite the same. I've seen a few other people doing it today, and I thought, you know what, that'd probably make for a good video. I considered streaming it, but since I didn't know how long it would take to do, I thought maybe it'd be too short to do a stream on, and then I'm just left going, alright, what else do we do now? So, the way this works is you have to go through each category, they're up here, for type, starter, form, legend, whatever, and over here it's for all of the current generations. And then there's some others down here like regional bird, mammal, Pikachu clone, blah blah. So we'll get to all that when we get down there. I think we're gonna go from the top to the bottom, and we're gonna go across and do all the types and everything, each category for generation 1, and then 2 and 3, and so on. So, without further ado, Gen 1 favorite normal type out of all of these. It's tempting to pick Eevee, but I think I actually have to pick Pidgeot. I absolutely adore Pidgeot. Now, I'm kind of wondering with this, let's go ahead and jump over here. We can still pick Pidgeot for our favorite flying type. So you can double pick, I guess. Yes, you can. Okay. So let's go here. Favorite fire type. And this is a hard choice, because I actually like a lot of the fire types, but it's got to go to Ninetales. Arcanine's a really close second, I think. Well, I mean, it'd be Ninetales and then Vulpix. Or is it Vulpix and then Ninetales? I think we're going to go with... Ooh, that's actually a tough one. Do we go with Vulpix? Do I like Vulpix more than Ninetales? I think I like Ninetales more, but I think Vulpix is infinitely cuter. Alright, so water Pokemon. Holy crap. Do you see how the fucking thing for water Pokemon just expanded? Oh, man. Water Pokemon. There's so many water Pokemon that I like. I think here I could kind of narrow it down. I really like Starmie. And I really like Gyarados. But I like so many of these. Water is just such a good fucking typing. Like, there's not a Pokemon on this list that I don't like. I like them to different degrees, but otherwise, I mean, I don't have a problem with any of these Pokemon. Let's see. Do we go with... I want to say Squirtle or Blastoise. Do we go with Squirtle or do we go with Blastoise? I really like Starmie. Starmie's underrated, but I don't know if I could say Starmie is my favorite water type. Same thing with Gyarados. I really like Gyarados, but... Do I be basic and just say Blastoise? I feel like I have to. I feel like Blastoise is just... He's a perfect, like, final evolution. Like, Squirtle's great and all, but... Do I ever like Squirtle more than Blastoise? Let's skip. Let's go to Grass. It's such a much smaller category. That one's easy. We're going with Bulbasaur. I like Venusaur, but... I can't pick Venusaur over Bulbasaur. I mean... yeah, no. Electric type, that's easy. That's Raichu. Yeah. Ice type... Well, there's very few. Articuno definitely fits the bill there. Fighting. So fighting is interesting because I'm not a fan of the Machamp lineup very much. And I mean, I like Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan for what they're worth, but I almost want to say it'd be between Primeape and Poliwrath. I think I'm actually going to give this one to Primeape. Oh, Poison type. So, Poison is such a broad typing, like water here. Initially, like, Ghastly Hunter and Gengar are on this list. I wouldn't consider them. I mean, I know they are poison types, but that's not what I think of when I think of them. I think of, oh, ghost type. because poison usually is like a good secondary typing. I think I'm gonna go with Nidoking here because I feel like I might have a better another ground type I like best. And out of all these, I mean, yeah. Speaking of ground type, there's ground right there. I don't want to pick the same Pokemon for this a different type, so we're gonna go with let's go with Rhydon here because I actually really like both Rhydon and Nidoking. Flying. Flying is a really... Let's go back to normal. Is there another Pokemon? Another normal type? No, it just... Okay. So we're not gonna put Pidgeot. Scyther's a bug. What do I consider? Obviously, what rock types are there on here? Yeah, I feel like my favorite rock type, since we put ground as Rhydon, I feel like it would be Aerodactyl. So we'd eliminate him from flying too. Let's go with Gyarados. Gyarados would be our favorite flying. Psychic, this is a hard choice here, because I actually really like Abracadabra and Alakazam. But I feel like I actually have to give this one to Starmie. I feel like I like Starmie so much more. I don't know if I'd say so much more. Bug type, that easily goes to Scyther. Ghost type, this is, I mean, there's only 3. They're all part of the same evolution line. They're all fucking great, but it's Gengar. Favorite Dragon type, same thing. All part of the same evolution. Gotta be Dragonite. Favorite Dark type, oh man, it's gotta be the Ghost from Lavender Town. Favorite Steel type, oh man, there's 2. It's gotta be Magneton. Fairy type, I forgot. I even forgot Fairy type Pokemon were in Gen 1. But of course, it's after they added fairy typing to them. I gotta give it to Wigglytuff, and I really don't know why. Yeah, I think Wigglytuff. I used to prefer Clefairy and Clefable more as when I was younger, but now I prefer Wigglytuff. Favorite starter. See, this is where I gotta give it to Bulbasaur. I would give it to Squirtle. Yeah, I mean, it's Bulbasaur. Squirtle was my first, which means I gotta go back here. And we've got to pick one. I don't have to worry about picking Starmie or Gyarados now because they found their way on this list regardless. So it's got to be between Squirtle or Blastoise. Which one do I think do I like better? I think we're going to go Blastoise on this one. Something about Bulbasaur is just really perfect, whereas like Venusaur... Should I pick a different one since I picked starter? No, because it's a completely separate category, I feel like. Yeah. Gimmick form, that's going to be... Oh, this is going to be Megas and Dynamax and shit. Well, it's not going to be Dynamax, because I don't like Dynamax. Megas... I want to give it to Mega Pidgeot, because I think Mega Pidgeot's so fucking dope. Mega Blastoise is and I don't like... Gengar was pretty cool, but I feel like regular Gengar is just better. And while Venusaur does look really cool and he's good competitively, I love using Mega Venusaur as my Mega. I think I'm going to pick Mega Pidgeot. I think I just have to accept there's going to be duplicates on some of these. And, I mean, that's okay, because Gen 1, my favorite legendary is Articuno. All-time favorite, it, gives you, obviously, can be Raichu, so. On to Johto, Generation 2, favorite normal type. It's so fucking weird. I want to pick Dunsparce so much. I really want to pick Dunsparce, just because. I think I have to pick Porygon 2. Because I used him a good bit competitively. Eviolite Porygon 2 was really fun. Fire types. I hate this so much because I feel like I have to choose Ho-Oh because it's Ho-Oh. But that's gonna fall under legendary. But if I'm just looking at it regardless, yeah, it's gotta be Ho-Oh. Favorite water type here, again, that's going to be Suicune. Pretty much hands down. Like, I love Politoed. I love, like, this whole line right here. Marill to Quagsire over here are just awesome. This line is forgettable. I love Totodile, but yeah. Favorite grass type. This one's kind of difficult. I kind of want to pick Celebi because I really do like Celebi, but I think we're gonna go with I'm gonna go Chikorita because I actually really do like Chikorita, and I don't care what the haters say. Favorite electric type. This is not a very vast like pool right here. Pichu's cute, but otherwise does nothing. Ampharos, I never really actually liked Ampharos. I'm like one of the few people that just didn't care to use it. I think we're going to go with Raikou on this one. Favorite ice type, there really isn't a good selection here. I don't really know which one to go with. I had no connection to Sneasel whatsoever because you never ran into him until the end of the game. We'll go with Piloswine. Favorite fighting type, Heracross. Favorite poison type, Crobat. That one's easy. Favorite ground type. I feel like for this one, we're gonna give this to Wooper. Favorite flying type. See, this is where. What are our options for Psychic? Okay, yeah. So we're gonna give our favorite flying type here to Lugia, because Psychic is obviously gonna be Espeon. Bug is for sure. The thing is, I usually think of Steel first for Scizor rather than Bug. But out of all of these, yeah, it'd have to be Scizor. Rock type, that's easy. Tyranitar. Ghost type, there's only one option. Dragon type, there's only one option. Dark type, got to go to Umbreon for sure. Steel type, see, this is where I'm going to give this one to Steelix. Because I'd prefer not to have duplicates on stuff. It's just kind of hard to balance that out. Favorite fairy type, we're going to give that to a Azumarill. Favorite starter, so this is really aggravating for me because first of all, out of all if I had to pick my 6 favorite starters, it's gonna be the Gen 1 and 2 starters, hands down. I hate on Charizard a lot, but that's just because I hate on the people that act like Charizard's the best Pokemon ever. But I really do love Charmander and Charmeleon especially, and I love Charizard. Just if people would stop their crap about him. My first starter was Chikorita. My favorite starter probably has to be Cyndaquil overall, but I love Totodile as an individual starter. If we're talking just starter, it'd be Totodile. But if we're talking which one would you pick for your overall lineup, it's gonna be Cyndaquil. Favorite gimmick form, I liked Mega Scizor, but I don't think I really used it that much. Mega Steelix, same thing. Like, I really love its design. But I think Mega Tyranitar was just a monster that just was kind of my... See, because right here now I'm going to end up picking Ho-Oh again. My favorite used to be Lugia, but Ho-Oh just is kind of... So now I have this difficult task of choosing my favorite between all of these. And there are several I can say are not my favorite out of all of these, which is fine. I think for me it's between Ho-Oh, Suicune, Lugia, Scizor. I think I have to pick Umbreon here. I know it's really like generic. I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, he picked Umbreon. Everybody else picks Umbreon. But I mean, it's just, I love Umbreon's design. And I love using him in battle, too. I just wish he had a better move pool. Alright, so we're moving on to Gen 3 now. This one's pretty simple. I like Swellow the best for normal types. Fire types. There really isn't a lot of good fire types here. I'm going to pick Blaziken. Water types, again, there's a shit ton of water types. Easily... I know I'm... Well, no, I'm not. So it's going to be Kyogre, I think, here for a few reasons. There are some water types I like here. And I want to pick Swampert, but that's going to end up being my favorite starter anyways. And Kyogre is... Not only he's a badass and a beautifully designed Pokemon, but also he's the only Pokemon that exists for one of my all-time favorite animals in real life, which is the Orca. So, definitely got to pick Kyogre here. Favorite grass type? There's really not a lot of good grass options in Gen 3. Personally, I don't really care for a lot of these. I think I'd probably say... I think I like Sceptile. Trico's okay, but I think Sceptile's design is better. Or not Sceptile, Grovyle's design is better. Sceptile, I'm not a big fan of the big Christmas tree ass. Favorite electric type, there's really not much to choose from here. I'm actually going to pick Minun, I think. Just because, I mean, yeah. Favorite ice type, again, there's not really a lot to choose from, so we're going to go Regice. Favorite fighting type. I really don't want to pick Blaziken again, but again, I just don't really care for any of these Pokemon. And I've used Blaziken in competitive before, and he's fun. I liked him. I used him before he had Speed Boost. By that point, I had other Pokemon I used. Favorite poison type, Seviper. Ground type. Now we got some cool options here. Part of me wants to pick Groudon, so he's at least picked once. But I'm really not a big Groudon person. I love Kyogre. But Groudon, I'm just, he's got a cool design, but I don't know. I think I just have to choose Swampert. Favorite flying type. I mean, in all honesty, out of all of these, it's the Rayquaza. There's no competition there. Favorite psychic type. Ooh, so there's some options here. I like how these two were added as third generation. I like Chimecho just because I loved James's Chimecho in the anime, but that's not enough. I like Metagross, but Metagross to me is a steel type. I like Latios and Latios, but again, they're dragon types. And then there's Deoxys. Jirachi, I think Latios. Bug type. Woo, man, there's some good options here. This is really weird. Like, again, I don't really care for a lot of these. I kind of want to give it to Armaldo just because he has a similar, like... I really like the Pokemon that have, like, a body build, like... Nidoking and Rhydon and Tyranitar. I think... So we're going to go with Armaldo here, even though it's a weird choice. Favorite rock type. Here we go again. See, Aggron right here. It just fits the bill so well. Otherwise, I'd probably pick Regirock. Favorite ghost type. I think here I gotta pick Dusclops. Favorite dragon type, no contest, it's Rayquaza. Favorite dark type. I have to pick Absol here. I know it's gonna make a lot of people happy. I like Sableye, but he's just kind of, I don't, Poochyena and, like, he just feels like Houndoom, but just not as cool. Yeah, I think we'll go with Absol. Favorite steel type here. That we're going to give to Metagross. Favorite fairy type. The only real option here is Gardevoir. And then favorite starter. I'm going to actually probably pick the first form for all the starters. We'll just go with Mudkip. And then favorite gimmick. So this one's a tough one. I like Mega Swampert. He's super fucking beefy and just, I love the design. Mega Metagross is stupid good. Mega Latios and Latios are stupid good. I think, though, for me, it's a combination. It comes down to Kyogre and Rayquaza. Rayquaza just makes, OG's Rayquaza so much better. And while I do like Primal Kyogre, there's something about classic Kyogre's color scheme that I like better. So I think I'm going to go with Rayquaza on this one. And then favorite legend... You know what, just to balance it out, because we got Rayquaza on here 3 times, we'll give this one to Kyogre. And then favorite Gen 3 Pokemon altogether. I mean, I have to give it to Rayquaza. Like, okay, if I'm not being biased here, just for the sake of it, I mean, it'd be Rayquaza. And even then, because do I like Rayquaza more than Kyogre? Absolutely. So my favorite out of all of these, because Gen 3, I like Gen 3, but it's not my favorite. For various reasons, but I mean, I think I have to give it to Rayquaza. Like, Mega Rayquaza is cool and all, but I don't think Mega Rayquaza is necessary. So I think I'll pick regular Rayquaza for that. Alright, so now on to Gen 4 Sinnoh. Favorite normal type here. These are... I'm not a big fan of a lot of these. I kind of do like Regigigas, though. Ambipom is pretty... I mean, we did catch that shiny Ambipom in... Or was it a shiny Apom? In our, Black... Pokemon Black randomized Nuzlocke. Staraptors... I actually don't care for Porygon Z. We'll give it to Regigigas, I guess. Favorite fire type, there's really not a lot of options here, but I like using Heatran. Favorite water type, Rotom Wash is cool. But I think we gotta pick Empoleon. Favorite grass type? I think this one goes to Leafeon, though. Favorite electric type? Okay, so... Oh, Pachirisu, never mind. I've started to think, I was like, oh, I like Magneton a lot, and I do like the Rotom, and then, but nope, I saw Pachirisu, and that's the end of it right there. Favorite ice type? This one goes to Glaceon, even though I really do like Mamoswine. Favorite fighting type is Lucario. There's no... Gallade is good. I like Gallade, but... Favorite poison type? Again, I don't really care for any of these, so I think we'll just go with Toxicroak. Favorite ground type? This is going to go to... This is going to go to Gliscor. Favorite flying type? I think that one also goes to Gliscor. So wait, let's see. Because, yeah, rock type is going to be Rhyperior. So, but do I like Gliscor more than Rhyperior? Yes, but no. Here, we'll make it even. We'll pick Torterra over here. Favorite psychic type? This is a difficult one because Gallade is a really cool Pokemon. But, like, I've used Cresselia before, way back in the day, and oh my god, Cresselia is amazing. But so is Azelf, and so is Uxie as well. I actually think I'm going to pick Uxie. Uxie, Uxie, Uxie. I don't give a fucksy. That's the one we're going to pick. Favorite bug type? Ew. Like, I don't like any of these. So we're definitely, I guess we're going to go with Yanmega. Favorite ghost type? That's easy. It's going to be Giratina. Like, Dusknoir is really cool. Miss Magius is cool. Even Spiritomb, but just freaking Giratina. Favorite dragon? Fuck. Because even again, it's going to have to go to Giratina, I believe. I mean, I'd pick Garchomp, but... You know what? It's got to go to Giratina. I'm going to give this to Garchomp. Favorite dark type? That goes to Darkrai. Favorite steel type? This one can go to Dialga. Well... Magnezone or Dialga? I think it has to be Dialga for sentimental reasons. Fairy type, that's going to go to Togekiss. And then Starter. Starter's actually going to go to Piplup. Now, our favorite gimmick form. I don't really care for any of these Megas. And I never use them, but I do like what happens with Gallade. And then favorite legendary obviously is gonna be Giratina. So Giratina, it just like he hits so hard, like not like damage wise, just his design is just awesome. So our favorite Gen 4 Pokemon out of all of these options, part of me really wants to pick Pachirisu because I love this little thing so fucking much. I need to get back to trying to shiny hunt one in Scarlet and Violet. I think I just have to give it to Giratina. Like, it's too freaking good of a design. So on to Gen 5. The soft reboot for the series. Controversial to say. I mean, I guess they're all controversial in one way or another. Oh, hold on. So favorite normal type. This game, like, I really didn't like a lot of the Pokemon in it. I guess we're gonna go with Braviary. Fire type. Now, there's some cool ass fire type Pokemon. I think I'm going to pick Never You. I think Chandelure is a really cool form. Chandelure would be your ghost type, wouldn't he? No. Okay. Yeah, we'll pick Chandelure for the ghost or for the fire type. Favorite water type. Like, is there just a none option? Well, I guess Turtoga. Or, Caracosta. I like him. Favorite grass type? Damn it, stop. I don't really like any of the grass types. I mean, Virizian's okay, but I think it's the weakest of the three. Swords of Justice. I think I'm actually going to pick Superior. Favorite electric type. So again, like I don't care for a lot of the electric types in this game. And I don't really care for Thundurus because I like Tornadus just because of his color scheme, really. And that was the version exclusive for my game, so. Electric type, I think I'm just going to have to pick Zekrom. Favorite ice type, I don't care for any of these. It's going to be Kyurem Black, I guess. Fighting type, now we got some cool fighting types. That we did. I think I have to go with Cobalion. I really like his regal design. Poison, this is just, I guess I hate it so much. I want to pick Scolipede, but like he's just meh. I'm gonna pick Amoonguss just because he actually has some good use. Ground types, you know, like Crocodile's a really cool ass Pokemon. Really cool ass Pokemon for a ground type, and Excadrill is cool. I think I like Golurk though. I think there's just something about Golurk that was just really cool. Favorite flying type, we're definitely gonna go with Tornadus. And now I do like Sigilyph. He's a very unique Pokemon, very cool idea for him. And I like Braviary. We already picked Braviary over here. Archeops is okay, but it's kind of like a rehash of Aerodactyl, and Aerodactyl's just infinitely better. So we're gonna go ahead and pick Tornadus. Psychic type, well, see, there we go. Psychic type, we can pick Sigilyph right here. Bug type. Volcarona's cool, but I don't know. There's something about Escavalier that looks like a cool Pokemon. He's not cool at all, or he's not good at all. What do we have for Steel type? Okay. Waiting for Dark types. Okay. So Rock. This is an easy one. I like Gigalith. He's pretty cool. Ghost types. We're gonna go with Cofagrigus. I really like the sarcophagus design. I think that's super fucking awesome. Dragon. I think for Dragon, I'm just gonna have to go with just Reshiram. Dark type. Now, Dark type, on the other hand, goes straight to. We'll give Dark to Crocodile, and then for Steel type, we'll give Steel type to Bisharp. Alright, favorite fairy type. Wow, there's literally two options. and I don't care for either one of them. Starter, that's going to be an easy one. Snivy's the only one I really liked. I mean, Tepig was okay in its first form, but I just don't care for its evolutions. And then this thing, I hate both the first and second form. Samurot's okay, but this one's just kind of easy for Snivy. Wow, Gimmick has to go to Mega Audino or Dynamax Garbodor. Wow, such great options. Favorite legend... I don't know, because, like, I mean, I guess Reshiram altogether. Like, the fused versions were cool, but... And then, my favorite out of all of these, favorite Gen 5 Pokemon. I think it's a toss-up between Cofagrigus and Bisharp, as weird as that is, and I think I have to give it to Bisharp. So now we're on to Gen 6, which is the generation where I temporarily quit Pokemon back in the day. Favorite normal type. So they include the Megas in this, which feels kind of like... I mean, I understand that they're Gen 6, but... they're introduced in Gen 6, but I don't really... That feels like a cop-out to me, so I'm going to go with Pyroar, just so we're not picking a Gen 1 Pokemon in a Gen 6 thing. Because, I mean, even over here, like, Audino's still Gen 5, Gallade's still 4, Rayquaza's still 3, Tyranitar's still 2, Pidgeot's still 1. Favorite fire type? Again, there's not a lot of options. I have to give this one to Talonflame. Favorite water type? Now, there are some okay options here. Never mind, all the good options are Megas. So, I guess Clauncher isn't terrible. I would pick friggin' this thing, but his evolution isn't water. Favorite grass type? Trevenant, I guess. Although, I'm pretty sure that's going to be our ghost type. Nope, it ain't. Okay, so electric, that's a Mega, that's a Mega. Dedenne, I guess. Ice type, dinosaur. Fighting type, this is awful, because I'm trying not to pick one of the fucking Megas. But the other 4 options, like, I hate equally. I don't know, I'll give Chestnut because he got spikes, I guess. Poison type, that one goes to Dragalge for sure. Ground type. See, I feel like this is where, like, I'm getting really shafted to the point where it's making me want to pick the Megas because I'm not picking this stupid rabbit. So I have to pick Zygarde here because I don't have a choice. Flying types. I think I'm actually going to give this one to technically the dragon. Psychic types. So I don't really like any of these psychic types either. Yes, forgive me, I don't care about Hoopa at all. We'll give it to this cat thing. The Meowstic. Bug. Wow, Bug leaves us with Megas and a Pavilion. You know, kind of like the purple one, I guess. Rock types, now Tyrantrum. That's a good fucking Pokemon right there. Ghost type, is going to be Aegislash. I kind of want to give it to Doublade, because actually, I think I like Doublade's form more, but that's okay. Dragon type, that's going to go to Tyrantrum as well. Dark type, there, like, isn't even options. All Megas, Mega. I hate this thing. I hate. We'll give it to a Veltal, just because he's kind of cool looking, I guess. Steel type, again. I want to give it to Aegislash, but... I mean, I want to give it to Doublade. I feel like Aegislash is just a better Pokemon. Fairy type. Now, there's kind of plenty here. It doesn't mean there's any that I really like. It just means that there are options. I guess for the sake of its useful, Sylveon. Favorite starter? I actually hate all the starters in this. Like, to be honest. I mean, I guess if I had to pick one, I would have picked Fennekin. But then it turned into a stupid, like, Harry Potter Pokemon, and I was just like, I lost all interest. Favorite gimmick from Gen 6. Now, I don't know what I should be picking here. Because none of these are Gen 6 Pokemon. Are they? I don't think a single one of these is Gen 6. Unless Diancie counts as Gen 6. I think it is. I mean, if I had to pick a favorite Mega, it'd still probably be Pidgeot. Venusaur's cool, Alexander's cool, Gengar's cool. I mean, there's so many cool Megas. I'm going to give it to Gengar just because. It's just because Gengar's my second favorite Pokemon. So let's just go with that. Favorite Legendary. I'm gonna exclude the Megas here, and we're gonna go with Zygarde Final Form. Was he not an option on Dragon? No, he's not. So why does regular Zygarde not count as a... What? I don't know. Okay. So our favorite out of all these. So we're gonna exclude this, of course. I think it's probably Aegislash. I think it just, yeah, because that's one of the few Pokemon from Gen 6 I actually liked. On to Gen 7, and this is where we're going to see some just, like, I'm picking an option because I don't have a choice. I'm going to pick Silvally here just because. Fire type. Marowak. Water type, that's easy. That's Wishy-Washy. That's my boy. Grass type. Decidueye. Really cool Pokemon. Electric type's gotta be that Raichu. Ice type, now this time it's definitely Vulpix. I like Alolan Ninetales, but Vulpix is... I don't like the tails of Alolan Ninetales. It just, it looks like a tattered blanket instead of 9 tails. Fighting type, I literally don't like any of these. God, like, I really don't like any of these. I'll give it to Jangmo, I guess. Poison type. I like the Muck. I like the coloration they gave him. Favorite ground type. I actually like Palossand. It's a cool concept. Flying type, I really don't have many options. Let's just go with go Rowlet. Psychic type, again, like, I don't like so many of these. I like Solgaleo. I think we'll go with Raichu, because I think for Steel, it's probably going to give us the option for Solgaleo. And, yeah, that's just going to be an easy pick right there. Bug type. Now, this one I actually is easy to pick for me for once. I do like this one a lot. He was pretty cool to use in combat. Lycanroc, I'm going to go with... I don't really know what Dusk Form does, so I'm going to go with Midday. I mean, I know it's got a little bit of a stat difference or whatever, blah, blah, but Ghost type, that's going to go to Decidueye, and Mimikyu can go fuck itself. Dragon type, on the other hand, I still just don't like any of these. I forget Turtonator's even a dragon. These are not even Pokemon, they're freaking Ultra Beasts. They're damn stupid aliens from another dimension. Let's go with Zygarde. Dark types. Again, I gotta go with Muck. Fairy types. Now, this one's kind of controversial for me because I could pick Ninetales. It is the only fairy type I like, but I do like Tapu Koko. But Tapu Koko I like because he's electric, not because he's fairy. But I picked Raichu because he's electric, because he's my favorite Pokemon. So let's go with Ninetales. Favorite starter here is going to be Rowlet, of course. I like Litten. I like Torracat. I absolutely hate Incineroar. I hate wrestling. I hate the fact that he's a cat and he stood up on 2 legs. I fucking hate that. Plus, Rowlet's just awesome. Now, gimmick form, they included regional form in this, so we're going to pick Raichu. Favorite legendary is going to be Solgaleo. He was just really fucking cool. Like, there was no contest which game I was picking once we saw what the legendaries were. Favorite Gen 7 Pokemon. Now, I'm tempted to pick Raichu just because Raichu is my favorite, but Kanto Raichu is my favorite. I do like Alolan Raichu, but as far as Gen 7 Pokemon go, Wishiwashi is my favorite, and I'm so upset he's not in Gen 9, and I'm even more upset he's not going to be in the DLC. That's really upsetting. So on to Gen 8, Sword and Shield. Favorite normal type. Like there's a lot of options here. So they threw in the Hisuian Pokemon, which is cool, I guess. Yeah, I don't... I guess I like the Zigzagoon, but Fire type. I actually like, is it Salazzle? No, this thing. I like its Mega, or it's Dynamax, whatever. I do like that one. Water type. Dreadnought, definitely. You know, I guess I will pick the Legends Arceus Pokemon. I think we're still set there, and even for Fire type, I mean, I do like that Pokemon. Type Evolution, no. If there's a good option, I'll pick. So Grass, I could pick the Electrode. So I have an idea that I want to do with Flapple here. Or is he Flapple? Appleton. That's this one. But I haven't used it yet. I did use Rillaboom. I think Rillaboom is a really cool Pokemon to use throughout the game. Electric. I really didn't like any of the electric Pokemon in this game, but Regieleki is a pretty solid choice right there. Ice types. I kind of like the Moth. It's kind of... Yeah, we'll go with that one, I guess. Now, fighting types. I gotta pick Zamazenta here. Yeah, definitely gotta pick Zamazenta. Poison, that's gotta go to the Top Hat Weezing. Ground is Reuniclus, or no, fuck, I can't think of it. What is this? This is a flying type. Oh, Moltres, you know it. Psychic type. Yeah, again, that's not the easy one. That's going straight to the Articuno. Bug type. I actually really like the Butterfree. But it's not a Pokemon. I mean, it is, but... We picked this thing. I do really like the Butterfree, though, so I'm going to pick it. This is Rock. Again, we're going to go with... Nope, not that thing. Dreadnought. Ghost. Ghost, Ghost, Ghost. I think for Ghost, I have to pick the Typhlosion. This is Dragon. Dragon, we're gonna go with... I think Appleton. Yeah. Like, I don't like Duraludon. I understand why people like Dragapult. I never used one, though. I do like his design, though. We'll go with Dragapult. This is Dark type. This is easier than all sin. This is fucking Galarian Moltres. Steel, on the other hand. I like Corviknight. Is this the Dynamax or is this the regular? And I still like Zamazenta better, I think. Fairy type. Yeah, Weezing. This is the starter, so obviously it's me, Grookey. This is your regional / Dynamax. This one's pretty easy. This one's gonna go to Galarian Moltres as well. I just absolutely love that fucking Pokemon. Favorite legendary? Do they include it as a legendary? Yeah, they do. So, I mean, it's just no contest. Gen 8 was to me. Zamazenta is a cool Pokemon. I do like Zamazenta. But, I mean, Galarian Moltres just was something special to me. And then favorite is, again, gonna probably be the Moltres, yeah. So now on to Gen 9. Oh boy, favorite normal type in Gen 9 is gonna be that Dunsparce. No contest. Favorite fire type. Ooh, that's gonna be my derp over here. Water type. I like how they added it on here, and I'm going to be that guy and pick it because, like, I like Dondozo kind of, but and there's, like, I liked the Dolphin, but yeah. Grass type's gonna be Toedscruel. I loved that thing. That thing was so fun to use in battle. Electric type, that's easy. It's gonna be Sandy. Ice type, I don't actually know. Ice type might go to the legendary. Fighting type. Oh, that's... I don't know. I mean, ghost type. Ghost type, I gotta pick Annihilate. What do we have for ground type for our option? Oh, okay. Okay, so we'll pick Great Tusk here. This is poison. So we're gonna pick Wooper, and then ground. We're gonna pick Quagsire. Flying. I actually don't like any of these flying options, but I use this thing through my playthrough, so we're gonna pick that. Psychic types. Oh, they added. Yeah, of course they did. We just picked. Never mind. We're losing it. This is Bug. Yeah, it's gonna have to go to Slither. Rock. Oh, Rock. Yeah, I have to pick this thing. And this is Dragon. I think since we picked Water for this, for the new Dino-kun, I think we're gonna pick Roaring Moon for Dragon, and then for Dark, we'll pick Gambit. Or... do I like Roaring Moon more than the Dragon Kun? For the moment, yes. I have yet to be able to test the Suicune and see it in play. So we'll put Gambit here. Fairy type. I kind of want to pick Iron Valiant, but yeah, we'll pick Iron Valiant. Starter went to my Fuecoco. And what is this? This is regional shit. Oh, this is simple. It's fucking Wooper. Legendary. Ah, see, now we get to pick him twice. Overall favorite, though. This one's kind of complicated. Because I like Sandy Shocks. Toadscrew's cool. Derp's really good. Dunsparce is goofy. Dunsparce. I think I have to pick the Donphan. I think, well, Annihilape's really cool too. I think it's Annihilape actually. I really liked the Great Tusk, but I think Annihilape kind of won me over using it in battle. So our favorite category from the normal types. Okay, so now we get to pick our favorites from each typing. So this one goes to Pidgeot. It's pretty simple. Fire type. It's between Ninetales and Ho-Oh. I think I have to pick Ho-Oh. Water type. Please don't make me choose. I think it's Suicune. I'm sorry, Blastoise. Grass type, that's pretty easy. It's Bulbasaur. Electric type is Raichu. Ice type goes to Articuno. Fighting type. Fighting type goes to Great Tusk. Poison type. I am so sorry, Wooper, but it has to go to Nidoking. Ground type. I really do like Rhydon. I really do like Swampert. And of course I love Derpy Derp here, but I think I have to pick Swampert. Flying type. Jesus Christ. This one. This is actually the most difficult one, I think, out of all of them. I thought water was going to be difficult, but... So I have to choose... Flying type Gyarados, Lugia, Rayquaza, and Moltres. I think I have to pick Lugia. Because Lugia is more of a flying type to me than Rayquaza is. And this is more of a dark type in my mindset. If I'm looking at it strictly as this is a flying Pokemon, Lugia has them beat. Psychic types, this is a really difficult one too. I think it's actually a three-way tie between Espeon, Starmie, and Latios. But I think it's Espeon again for sentimental reasons. Bug, this one's easy, goes to Scizor. Rock, I like all of these Pokemon, but I kind of feel like I want it to go towards Aerodactyl, but I think it goes towards Tyranitar a little bit more. What is this? This is Ghost type. That's Gengar. Dragon type. I feel really bad because I love Dragonite, but do I like Dragonite more than Rayquaza enough to pick it? How about for the favorite list down here, I won't pick more than the same one. So, have I done any duplicates yet? No. So we'll pick Dragonite here. Dark type, that goes to... I mean, this is the only time that Galarian Moltres will be beat out as my favorite dark type, is Umbreon. Steel type... I like all of these, but it has to go to Dinkelberg. And then Fairy. I don't know, because Azumarill is nostalgic for me, as is Wigglytuff. But I think if I don't... To me, this is a water type. I understand he's Fairy. I understand, like, it's... This is a really, really tough decision here. I think I'm going to go with Ninetales. Favorite starter out of all 5 generations. This one's a really close. First of all, it's a really close one when I get to choose my own options. But having to choose from this pool, it is Bulbasaur followed by Cyndaquil. It's a very close followed by. So now this is favorite, like, regional gimmick form. So actually, Pidgeot, well, it's already over here. Tyranitar is already over here. As is Gengar, as is Raichu. And I actually think I'm going to pick the Moltres anyways, because I don't... Mega Gengar was cool, but obviously regular Gengar was better. Kanto Raichu is better than Alolan Raichu. This Moltres, though, I absolutely love it, and I really can't wait for it to be usable in Scarlet and Violet. So I'm going to have to pick that. Favorite legendary, again, because I'm trying not to pick the same ones. I would pick Ho-Oh, but I'm going to pick Rayquaza so we can get him in on this list. And then favorite out of all of these. So this is our favorite 25, 25 Pokemon based on the options we were given. And this is a close one. This is really a fucking close, because, I mean, so there are some Pokemon that obviously would not be picked. The ones that are hard right there for the top spot: Raichu, Umbreon, Rayquaza, Ho-Oh, Suicune, Bulbasaur, Articuno, Nidoking, Lugia, Espeon, Scizor, Gengar, Dragonite. So over half, but Raichu just stands at the top for me. I can't explain why. So now I have to build a team. Click a team box, then a Pokemon from the grid to assign it. Team does not change with the grid. This is just, you just pick whatever. Let's pick our favorite 6 from here. Raichu, Gengar, Umbreon, Nidoking. I'd pick Ninetales, but Ninetales isn't on here. Dragonite, and Suicune. I don't really want to say it's in that order. I don't know. I don't even know that's the correct order. I was trying not to pick legendaries, but then I picked legendary. I picked Suicune and... yeah, we'll just leave it. Whatever. Favorite regional bird? Yeah, as weird as it is just Pidgey. Favorite regional mammal? Is gotta be Sentret. Otherwise, I don't like any of the others. Favorite regional bug? Yeah. I'm actually gonna pick Caterpie because I do like Butterfree. Favorite pseudo-legendary? Oh, it's a hard choice between these two, but it's gotta be Dragonite. Favorite Pikachu clone? How could you pick Pikachu? Okay, so I'm not picking Pikachu. I'm not picking Raichu. Because they're not Pikachu clones. Obviously, that's the baby form. That's Pikachu. That's its evolution. That's... No, so my favorite Pikachu clone is going to be Pachirisu. Favorite evolutions, Umbreon. Favorite fossil. I really like Tyrantrum, even though I never played the generation that he comes in. But I think Aerodactyl. Favorite regional form. This one is... Is this one that difficult? Is there one that I like better than the Moltres? I actually don't think there is. Favorite Gigantamax. I really hate Gigantamax. I hate Gigantamax. I hate Dynamax. Like, even like, look at Gengar. Like, I just don't. I mean... You know, like, I really just never cared for Dynamax, and we'll pick Blastoise. Favorite box legendary? I think it's Ho-Oh. Favorite mythical? Ooh, mythicals. This one's between Celebi and Jirachi. I like Deoxys a lot too. But I think I like Celebi more as a mythical. I like Jirachi better in like using it in play. Favorite Ultra Beast. I hate these things so much. I hate all of them. I guess this thing because it's like a jellyfish and I like that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff. Marine life. Favorite paradox. This one's. I love this thing. Haven't had a chance to use it yet. I love the design of this thing. Haven't used it, but apparently it's eh. I love Sandy Shocks. I think I have to go with the Don fan. Favorite type. That's gonna be water for me. Favorite Pokeball. Ooh. So this is a really difficult choice here. Because there's what the fuck is this one? Why don't I recognize this one? I love that color. So this one for me, I love the Luxury Ball, the Premier Ball. Who doesn't? I love the Cherish Ball, but I mean, obviously, the Lure Ball. I think it's actually the Heavy Ball for me, which is I don't know. There's something about that design that just favorite Spinda. What the fuck? Favorite Pavilion. The purple one. We already went over that. Favorite Alchemy. I don't have a clue. This green one. I get what the frick? The green with the green. Sure. Alright, and that's that. So yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know what we accomplished here. I know that my top 3 favorite Pokemon in order is Raichu, Gengar, and then Umbreon. If we were to do this, like, okay, Raichu is just my favorite Pokemon. Umbreon, one of my favorite Pokemon. And out of all these, like, it's hard to choose, but for some of these. Rayquaza's Rayquaza, Giratina is Giratina. Bisharp is just kind of like, Gen 5 didn't really do a lot for me, but Bisharp was a really cool Pokemon, and I love the chess theme. Aegislash is just awesome. He's a fucking steel ghost type, which was cool. Wishy-Washy was just a big-ass fish, and super, super bulky and powerful water type. I loved using it on Trick Room. Galarian Moltres, I just love the hell out of this thing. I don't care how edgy people think it is. Annihilate, again, just a really fucking cool Pokemon. And there's a lot of cool Pokemon that came out in Gen 9. So that was a hard decision, too. Yeah, if we're down here, Pidgeot, I just love Pidgeot's design. He's really cool. We've got a really cool Mega. They didn't have to go out of the way to make him a cool-looking bird. Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh's just Ho-Oh. Like, there shouldn't be anything else. Ho-Oh is one of the most sentimental Pokemon to me for reasons that... Not with this movie. Yeah, this is a whole ass movie. Not what this video is about. Suicune, again, like, I love water types, and that was a kind of hard decision because I like all these water types, but Suicune is just so fun to use and has just a really fucking cool design. It has some really badass looking card art for the TCG. Bulbasaur is Bulbasaur. There's no explanation needed there. Same with Raichu. Articuno, I'm not a big bird person in real life, but I love bird Pokemon. Just the way they, I don't know, it just seems like it'd be such a cool Pokemon to try and catch. And especially like Articuno, for example, like they say its wings look like they're made of ice and they glitter, like they shine that way, like the sun hitting ice. It just seems like a really cool Pokemon. Great Tusk. I don't really need a lot to say there. He's just such a, like, he was one of the reasons I switched from getting Violet version to Scarlet. Just such a fucking awesome design. It's almost like a primal Dawn fan, and it just looks prehistoric and badass. Nidoking, again, one of my all-time favorites from the very beginning. He's purple, he's badass looking, and he's probably one of the most versatile Pokemon in the franchise. Swampert. I chose Mudkip when I came back to Pokemon with Gen 3, because I didn't get to play Ruby and Sapphire, but I did get to play Emerald when it came out, and yeah, Mudkip was my choice. Lugia used to be my favorite legendary. He was actually the sentimental one for me at the time, and while I do still have my first edition Neo Genesis Lugia, Ho-Oh is kind of taking over his spot. Espeon. Espeon was my first evolution that I got in Gen 2 by accident because I didn't know it evolved. I was just waiting to get a stone, and Espeon just has it like it looks like a cat, and I'm a cat person. Scizor, it just took a badass Pokemon and made it 10 times fucking better. Tyranitar is a fucking awesome monster and was already good even before you gave him the Sandstream ability. Gengar is Gengar. If I have to explain that to you, I don't know what to tell you. Dragonite, OG Dragon, my personal favorite. I don't care how many new Dragon types, pseudos they come out with, whatever. Dragonite's still the best in my opinion. Umbreon. Umbreon's a great fucking design. I really love its design. I really love some TCG card art, and even the vintage stuff is what I prefer. Not even talking about like the newer, the V's and the full art and the Moonbreon they call it. If it wasn't Umbreon, my favorite would be Espeon for sure. And then we got Magneton. That was my first shiny and one of my favorite underrated Pokemon that people just don't give it enough credit. Alolan Ninetales, didn't really have much there, just Ninetales is one of my favorites, and it was a regional form, so it's cool. Favorite starter, Bulbasaur. It goes Bulbasaur first, Squirtle and Cyndaquil tied for second, and then Totodile followed by Chikorita, and then Charmander. Favorite gimmick Pokemon here, I didn't really know what to pick. I really didn't want to pick Mega Rayquaza because we're going to pick Rayquaza for favorite legendary anyways. Rayquaza was one of the Pokemon that got me back into Pokemon. Just seeing it on the box to Emerald was just so awe-inspiring that I was so eager to jump right into it. And this thing just looks badass. Like the Zapdos looks kind of Roadrunner-ish, and I'm just eh. The Articuno does look pretty cool and magnificent, but I prefer regular Articuno, whereas this thing it just takes Moltres and just looks 100 times better. I just love this thing. But in the end, Raichu's still going to be my favorite. So, did we learn anything? Not really, besides the fact that it is actually harder to choose some of your favorite Pokemon than you would originally think when you actually go through the trouble like this. So, if you guys want to try this out for yourself, I'll put the link in the description below. I mean, probably wouldn't be that hard to look it up, but I'll help you out nonetheless. And if you want, feel free to, can you leave a picture in the comments? I'm not sure if you can on here. Feel free to do so in the comments down below. If you can't, feel free to tweet them at me on Twitter. Twitter is in the link or in the description down below as well. Don't know how long this video was, but I know that it was longer than I intended, and hopefully not long enough that this could have actually just been a stream. So we're going to go ahead and get the freak out of here now, and we will see you guys in the next video.